crazy. Maybe I'm a crazy person. I don't know. I'm gonna hold this. Hello, it's me coming out of the shadows. We just got out of Nosferatu. This nose piercing is not real, just FYI. It's a fake. It's a fake. It's phony. So don't ask. That's the answer. So, what did I think of this movie? Well, spoilers in effect, but I don't know how we can spoil a film that technically the original's been out since 1922. If you haven't seen the original, Nosferatu is a reimagining, a retelling of a old school black and white silent film that is gorgeous and was one of my first loves when it comes to cinematography in film, but also just, I think, Vampire Tales. It was one of the ones that I reached for back in the day when I was really, really getting into vampires. So, obviously, I like the original a lot, and I think it is a prolific, I think would be the correct word here, film. This movie does a great job of capturing what it is like visually to watch Nosferatu for the first time. It is stunning. It is awe-inspiring. A visual feast, I would say. It's really, really just gonna stop you in your tracks and make you go, what? At a few points, I had to remember to blink because it was so captivating. So, there's that. The adaptation is very interesting because it does add a lot to the story in terms of a lot of these characters. I mean, obviously it's not a silent film, so not that silent films don't have depth, but I'm just saying it's a little bit, you can add a lot more when people are talking to each other about stuff. So I like that it adds a lot, I feel like, to Ellen's character and her story and her connection and relationship with Nosferatu, with Count Orlok in this. So that was cool. Getting to see Bill Skarsgard step into the role of Count Orlok was pretty freaking awesome. I knew he was gonna slay, and he slayed. And also completely disappeared in this role. His voice, the prosthetics that they did, all of it was just very, very well done. That being said, I feel as though there are some things that I don't know, that just didn't really fully come together for me with this movie. I thought it was very good. I need to think about it more and think about more of why I feel this way. But I have seen The Lighthouse, I've seen Northman, I've seen Witch, and I would say that I think The Lighthouse is still the best Robert Eggers film for me. I really thought this might top that because it's Nosferatu and Robert Eggers, but alas, that is not what happened for me. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think it's just because I didn't feel as much of an emotional connection to some of the story and some of the characters. There are moments when it really hits. Aaron Taylor-Johnson in this as Harding gives an amazing performance that moved me on a few different occasions. There is a lot of sexual attention in this film that is quite palpable, that is very, very much felt. I feel like the physical performances of a lot of our cast here, we have, I think his name is Herr Hawk or something like that. It can't be that. Herr Hawk? He's the character that stands in for Renfield. So just whatever his name is. I'm sorry I don't remember it off the top of my head. I literally just got out. Still processing. He was amazing he has a theater background, apparently. I did look up the actor, and I was like, he has a theater background. Makes a lot of sense. Lily Rose Depp's physicality in this was phenomenal. However, I did feel at times as though some of the more emotionally charged scenes with her and Nicholas Hoult Thomas, I just didn't feel as much of a connection there. However, I thought there was a lot of great chemistry between her and Skarsgard on screen. I thought they were, and they only have a couple scenes together, but it was like, what's happening? I was sucked right in. That being said, Nicholas Hoult is also great in this. So, I mean, it's not like anyone's bad. It's not like this is a bad film. I'm just being potentially very nitpicky here. And we also have to consider that this is an adaptation, whereas, you know, something like Lighthouse is an original story. So that might also be part of it. Might be that I, you know, knew where this was going and that was an issue. I don't know. Is that the issue? I don't think so, because I think sometimes you can still know where something is going and be completely enraptured and surprised in moments. So, yeah, overall, it's visually compelling. The acting is great, but something in there just wasn't quite working for me. And I don't think it's the script either, because I thought the script was really good. I do feel that it sometimes feels long, but I don't know if that's bad yet. I gotta come back for the full review and some of these questions will be answered. One thing that I really appreciated was how they switched from color to black and white, and how, you know, when Count Orlok is basically like taken over and you're like under his thrall, we get that black and white, that homage to the original. And I just felt like the changes were so seamless, but it did help to just encapsulate fully a strong tone. Like, it felt more intimidating. I felt more uneasy when we went to black and white. And there is a lot of unease in this that I felt is really well captured. But I just found with a lot of these characters, I struggled to really feel invested, I guess, in them. So, I don't know. And that isn't necessarily just because some of them are kind of unlikable, because I've seen unlikable characters and connected with them. So yeah, I'm not sure what that's about, but definitely would say you gotta go see this one. If you go see it in the movie theater. I think you're going to not regret that choice. It's phenomenal, but also know that I think it's only in standard, and so you're gonna have to do the standard thing. But it's still great. And I can't wait to watch it again. I need to watch it like 2 more times so I can process and then give you my actual thoughts. Overall, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5? 4.5 out of 5. I know we don't do halves, but if I could, I would, because it was quite good. But it's just, I'm missing like this much. So that's where I'm at. Duck, is there anything that you would like to add?
No, 5 out of 5 for me. Love this film. Top notch. Yeah, little nitpicks here and there, but definitely must-watch film from this year.
What do you think in terms of Robert Eggers films? Where does it rank for you?
I gotta rethink all of that, so I can't give you a straight answer right now.
All right. To TBD when we do our tier list of Robert Eggers films. All right, that's everything for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, friends, stay nerdy. Bye!